Well, good morning. It's Wednesday, the 22nd of January. I'm in Uzes. As you can tell, I just did the gray water and fresh water here at the air. I'm gonna drive down to the Haribo Museum parking lot only because, well, I walked down to the store to pick up my Amazon package. It got shipped and then arrived today, but on Mondays they're closed from 12 to 2:30, and I got there at 12:30. I didn't realize it, so I walked halfway down the hill and back up again. It's literally halfway between here and the Haribo Museum, so I just figure I'll drive down to the Haribo Museum, hang out there in the parking lot, wait till 2:30, either walk back up or ride the motorcycle up. Again, there's no place to put the bus there, so get fired up here and get out of this spot. And then after all this is done, I'm going to head down to, I think, Marseille. I might head over towards Fréjus. Let's get a look at the options, how long it's going to take. A little bit of rain today. The leisure batteries, or the lithium batteries, are, I got them down to 59%, I think, which is the lowest I've had them. I've been here 4 nights. And they were doing fine, but I figure I'll get on the road, get some charge in them, and continue my trek. So this will just be a short trip down the hill. So I ordered a European adapter for my UK power cord so I can plug in at European campgrounds. European adapters for my UK power strip in the bus. They use the same power, just different plugs. So if I buy any European appliances, I can plug them in. And then some more labels for my Dymo label maker. So the little shop is this yellow sign on the left, Will M. So they open back up at 2:30. And there's really no place to put the bus up here, which is not a big problem. I've redone my stop for tonight. I was thinking of going to either Marseille or Fréjus. Fréjus was just a bit too far away. It was about
the exit to D981.
It was about 4 hours, and it's already 2:30. And Marseille had to avoid an emission zone, and it wasn't really much shorter, and it'd be going into a city and blah blah blah. So, and that was just an IKEA. So I found another place about an hour and a half away that I just need a place to park for tonight. I don't need anything special. What's this guy doing? Directionals would be good. Oh, taking a picture. So I'm going to go back up the road, park, grab the package, and then head to my next stop, which is in Apt, France, APT. And it'll give me a chance to charge the batteries a bit. And this is where I forgot to turn on the microphone for the entire day. So, I'm in Avignon, and they've got a nice little transit system. Then I ran across these two buses and had a squeeze in the middle. It was a little tight. Mainly the mirrors were the big issue. So just making sure those weren't going to hit their mirrors. The other bus driver had a little look out the window. This shot might give a better indication of how close it really was. Then I've got a spotlight that hangs off the right rear that I had to make sure didn't hit the mirror as well. So it was a little tight squeeze, but made it through. Went by a police car, no big deal. There's also walls. Avignon has a wall around it, so just that's what you're seeing on the left there. Someone interested in my hood ornament. And another PT Cruiser. I've seen 3, I think. Another big bridge. You have to excuse my obsession with bridges. I don't like going over them, but I like going under them, I guess. And what's this? Oh, this is a little bypass. There's a train track down there that road used to go across it, but they built this bypass to go over it, and I got stuck behind a tractor till I decided to floor it and pass them. It's about the only thing I have passed. Well, I've passed a couple of those little Citroen or Axiom cars. Here's an old Citroen Type H van that you see at like food fairs and things. Most of them have been converted to old food trucks. You don't really see them on the road, but instead of having trailers or something, they're at Silverstone and all the big events. Just kind of cruising along the flat here. The light to my lower left, the little red light on the dash, that just tells me that the battery-to-battery charger is working. And this is arriving at the parking area in Apt. The little road I'm going to go down, it gets quite narrow, and I'm a little bit concerned because again, you get down into the little areas, and can you really get there? You'll see the road when I leave because we're driving into the sun right here, so you don't really get a good look at it. But you'll see it once I get down here, and the next segment when I leave and the microphone actually works. So this is the little parking area. It was no big deal getting into there. And down here at the end, there was a late 60s Oldsmobile. It was a nice thing to see in the south of France. You don't see many on the road in the U.S., never mind in France. So that was a nice little surprise there. And they were doing school trip or something down here for a game or something like that, because a couple buses kept driving through here and picking up kids. So I'm not the only one to drive down here and hang out with a big bus. So that was no microphone day. The rest of the trip is good. Good morning from Apt, France. I don't even know what day it is. Thursday, the 23rd of January. So it was a good stop here. There's an Oldsmobile I pulled in. So I don't want to say I messed up, but I want to head south, but I can't really head due south because there's a mountain range in the way, so I've got to head further east and then kind of backtrack a little bit to get down south again. So not a huge deal. So this morning I'm going to head over to Villeneuve, or at least the town next to it. That's only a little over an hour away, and then I'll figure out my next plan. I might head south. Basically, I'm going to head southwest from there to get down towards the coast, and then wander over towards Nice, which will get me close enough to Monaco so I can hit it with the motorcycle. So, I'm not quite sure how far I'm going to be going today. But I greased up the bus this morning and ready to go. So, back up this little hill and on our way.
Continue 500 meters to the end of the street, then turn left. Turn left on D900, then enter the roundabout.
So the route today should be pretty easy. Should be all main roads. I'm not sure what sort of elevation. It doesn't look like it's going to be horrible elevation-wise. Dealer with a Beetle in the showroom. Camera picks up this nice view with the clouds or smoke or something up there. Cliffs off to the right. Do like their tree-lined streets.
Continue on D4100.
Probably the coolest one I've seen so far.
Turn right on D5. In 3 kilometers, keep left to D16.
I'm going to double check this route. I thought I was supposed to stay on 4100 all the way. It's pretty scenic. Looks like there's a big valley in here. There's a big truck coming out, so yeah, maybe I'm okay. Squeeze by here. So I just saw a sign back there that had nothing to do with this road, but it basically said, I think it said there were 2 crossroads coming up, but it used the word care for. So obviously care for means something other than the name of the grocery store. So a couple of videos ago when I was going through town looking for care for, and I mentioned that it looked like there was a sign saying there was
Keep
a new
left
entrance to it.
D16.
This is a weird way of sending me. Interesting. That's cool. So apparently what I saw was a sign just telling me there were crossroads coming up, not that there was a new entrance to the store. So I will look up and figure out what care for actually means in French. Somehow my GPS must be set on most scenic route. I don't mind it. 23 kilometers to go. I do need to get fuel when I get there, but it looks like the town is decent sized, so I'll be able to look at that. So this looks like it's just going around, sort of continue on 4100. I'll probably end up back on 4100. But I don't really mind the detour here. No idea why it sent me down this way. I'm just going to back up. Okay. Thank you. This is going to be a mirror scraper, I think. And I even took avoiding highways off before I came down before I left this morning. So, I love this when I'm on this narrow road and as the road gets narrower. The views are lovely, I have to admit that.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Nice building up at the top of that hill. another Renault 4 down there, orange one.
At the roundabout, take the first exit to D16.
So not this right, fortunately. This roundabout. Mr. Red Car, you're gonna have to stop.
Turn right on D513.
Thank you. That looks like the main road over there that I probably could have stayed on. This was fun.